I was fed forgiveness, yeah. Soldier's DNA, born inside the beast. My expertise checked out in 2nd grade. When I was 9, on sale motel, we didn't have nowhere to stay. At 29, I've done so well, hit cartwheel in my estate. And I'm gon' shine like I'm supposed to, antisocial extrovert. And excellent meaning extrovert. And absentness, you hurt. And passiveness never struck my nerve. And that's a riff gonna be this case. The reason my power's here on earth. Salute the truth when the prophets say I got loyalty, got royalty inside
this is
my
why
DNA.
I say that hip-hop has done more damage.
This is my heritage, all I'm inheriting. Money and power, the Mecca emeritus. Tell me something, you can't tell me nothing. I'd rather do than to listen to you. My DNA not for imitation, your DNA an abomination. This how it is when you in the matrix, dodging bullets, reaping what you're sowing, stacking up the footage, living on the go and sleeping in the villa, sipping from a Grammy, walking in the building, diamond in the ceiling, marble on the floors, beaches out the window, peeking out the window, baby in the pool, Godfather goes, only Lord knows. I've been going hammer, dodging paparazzi through the cameras, eat it 4 daughters, Brock wearing sandals, yoga on a Monday, stretching to the fan, watching all the snakes, curving all the fakes, phone never own, I don't conversate, I don't compromise, I just penetrate. Money, these are the breaks, these are the times. Level number 9, look up in the sky. Tennis on the way, sinners on the way, on the way. I got winners on the way. You ain't without a on your belt. You ain't without a ticket on your plate. You ain't sick enough to pull it on yourself. You ain't rich enough to hit the ladder skate. Tell me when destruction gonna be my fate. Gonna be a fate, gonna be our fate. Peace to the world, let it rotate. Money, my DNA. Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm begging at one of my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models, this is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it, I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn off. Pop up, go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long, I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket, there's a long line. Nice to meet me, I think the pleasure's on.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Ahead, we have a good matchup for you in the NFC South on tap. It's Jameis Winston and the Bucs taking on Drew Brees and the Saints.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. With the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Carry for Adrian Peterson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They run again with Peterson. Spins by, and he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. With that last carry, Adrian Peterson has gone over 12,000 yards in his career. He becomes the 16th member of that elusive club.
How about that? The next 3 guys that are on the list that he can pass, all Hall of Famers. Thurman Thomas, Franco Harris, and Marcus Allen. No wonder his dad called him AD for all day. That man can go.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Ready?
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Breeze to throw again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Winston now. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Fairley in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Second down, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. Rolling to his right. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle to Evans. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. In motion left goes a tight end. first carry for Doug Martin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Jameis on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Breeze now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. A toss play. This is Peterson. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Breeze on third down. Dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Nick Fairley in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, Martin. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. This is caught. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
They'll run for it with Martin, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll fake to Peterson, and now Breeze. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Noah Spence, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the 9th-year man from LSU, Thomas Morstead, on to punt. Back deep for the Bucs, Deshaun Jackson. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Jackson. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Goes underneath to Martin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. He's got Evans. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having earned much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
Following the penalty, Martin. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 3rd down, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back to the ground, Martin. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. They run it again with Martin. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run. Martin. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep down, and got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards. On first and 10, here's Breeze. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. To throw is Breeze. That's caught at the 3. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Again, it's Breeze. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Ayers. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Around the NFL, they're into the 2nd quarter in the Meadowlands. And the Giants are starting to pull away in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They find some open field here.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Winston now to throw on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Marshawn Lattimore, the rookie from Ohio State. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
And a great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that's soft. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Winston. Evans has it left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of
oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Noah Spence in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Off the play fake to Peterson. Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 39. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On play action, it's Breeze. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Not that we necessarily see this as being in the cards, but worth noting that 21 points would equal their franchise record for largest deficit overcome. Certainly plenty of work to do between now and then. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Levante David. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Play fake. Winston. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Nate Stupar in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And now Nick Folk. His career long, 56 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him. 2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Chris Conte. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield. At the 48-yard line. Play action now. Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one. And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So 2nd and 10 here. A play fake to Peterson. Now Hill. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38. Hill on first down. And it's caught. Kobe Flainer. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Play fake to Peterson. Hill. And this is caught at the 8. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Hill throwing once more. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again is Hill. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Clinton McDonald continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
All right, here we go.
3rd and long. It's Hill. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Corey Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
No, Jack, Patriots! Hurry up, here we go!
They go play fake, and it's Hill. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They start the drive with Martin. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 8 yards to go here on second down. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Back now here live in New Orleans. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun. Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. First out, here's the run with Martin. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Again, it's Martin. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Winston. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory.
Now, check. Over. Here we go now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him a gain of 37.
Hurry up, here we go. Over. Watch you now, Barney. Leopard.
Off of play action. Hill looking long for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Hill going back to the air on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Robert Ayers in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Winston now from the 50. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. That'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Bucs on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is third down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. On the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Second and 10, He'll air it out deep for Thomas. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Bucs on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Winston now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Here's Hill now after the interception. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Play action. It's Hill. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Robert Ayers. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Saints on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Snags it for the pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Winston with a give to Martin. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Third and short yardage, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. And that one's pretty well wrapped up as the Giants have grown their lead even further. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They try again with Martin, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 81 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They're looking to throw this. Winston buying time to his left. Airing this one out for Evans. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On second down, Winston again. Evans has it left side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 7. Jameis to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To the air again with Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Buccaneers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew.